You're watching Roll Call 219.
Roll Call 219. I'm out at the farm, and today we're going to be shooting my Beretta 1951 model, or Model 1951 if you want to go that way. This is a gun I picked up at Marksman Shooting Sports over in Wheatfield, Indiana. He's got a YouTube channel. I believe it's Marksman TV. The guy's name is Chris. Fantastic experience at his gun shop. When I was coming up from vacation from Madison, where I picked up the Makarov, I found this gun. So I bought this one as well. It's chambered in 9mm. This isn't your everyday typical Beretta. It's single action and an 8-round mag. Normally all that stuff is double stacked, all kinds of gizmos, pick rails. This is another surplus firearm. It's been used and abused, and these, I believe, were in the Italian army. So I got some steel set up down there. We're going to take a couple shots with this gun. I did clean it, take it apart, get as much gook as I could find out of this gun. Still got a little bit of oil that I put on the slide, kind of seeping out a little bit, so we'll clear that issue up. So let's take the first shots with this gun. I've never shot this gun before, and right there's a malfunction, so take it out. So we'll take that out so it wouldn't feed the first round. I don't know. Again, this gun, I've never shot this gun, so it's just some S&B stuff. Put it back in there. Oh, there it goes. So maybe it'll function, maybe it won't, so we'll give it a shot. Alright, here we go. It's got less recoil than I would think it would have. The sights on this gun absolutely stink. Carrying this gun would be a problem for me. It just would be. Maybe it's because I'm spoiled, you know, by today's technology from what they had in the 50s. But I can't pick it up real well. I might have to put a little bit of paint on that rear sight just to pick it up. Shooting at black targets doesn't quite work when your sights are black. And it is a little bit overcast today. So for some reason it won't feed. You gotta give it a little bump. Kind of reminds me of like a high point. I don't know if you guys ever own one of those things. Well, so we'll try it again. See if we can get this game to. There it goes. Maybe it just needs some shots. Here we go. There. So, I think I'm getting an idea of where to hold. I think I'm getting an idea. Now, let me look in there. It's holding up. Look, when I was cleaning this gun, looking down the bore, there was rifling in there, but it wasn't the greatest. So, you know, but I haven't shot in a while. So, we'll keep on shooting her and see if it's going to be something that's going to be fun to take out and shoot, you know? Because I like to have fun while I'm shooting. So, hopefully it's just not a sit in a safe gun. Right. So, again, this is just some regular S&B 115 grain. Jacketed. Full metal jacket. It is a little tricky to get that the mag in there. have to do a better job getting that target to stay up there. But recoil's manageable. It's like shooting any other 9. I don't know what I would compare it to. Maybe like my Glock 19 type of deal. If you own one of those guns and shot them, that's what the recoil kind of feels like. This isn't all steel gun though, but to me that just feels like it's not bad at all. It's manageable. So we'll shoot a little bit more. I only got one target. Getting the mag in there, it's a little bit of a struggle. There's not much for the mag well in there. There's not much in there. Well, when you insert your mag, kind of gotta fiddle it a little bit and get it in there. It's chambering around. Now, the gun is hot. There's like no safety decocker or anything like on this gun. All right. So again, it's an older style Beretta. So that's that. So I'll go fill this magazine up and we'll give it a little bit more. Alright, so we got a mag and I got 2 extra rounds in my pocket. And then this is still just the S&B stuff. It does kind of have well, I'll show you after we shoot, just to make sure. I go home. So on the, I don't know how close, right here, when you load the round, there's a loaded chamber indicator that I never knew that was there. Again, this is the first time shooting this gun. I don't know a ton about it. Chris over there at Marksman's TV, he's got a whole spiel on this gun, the manufacturing of the firearm and whatnot. So put that round in there. All right, yeah, see? And then if you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up. Right there, how it bumps out, there's a little red. I'll take a picture of it and throw it in the video. There's a little red mark in there. So we'll shoot the last 2. And that's it. Alright. So that was the Beretta Model 1951. Do I like the gun? Yeah, it's fun to shoot. After that first little hiccup, it's functioned fine. I can see that there's still a little bit of gunk in there, so I'll probably take it back apart and really extensively clean this gun. I did pick up some grips for this gun from Midway USA, thanks to Night Strike and Jason Stewart for pointing out some sites where I can get some extra parts for this gun just in case. That worked out well, so I'm gonna put those on there. Now, these are the original grips on there. The ones that I got from Midway, there's a little bit of tweaking that has to be done for them able to fit on this gun. It rides a little bit too high on the beaver tail back here, so that's gotta be shaved down. It's just gotta be tricked out a little bit, but they're plastic. These are kind of like, I would call them plastic, almost like Bakelite-ish, and there's not much there holding it. And it is hot out here, so shooting, I can notice the gun kind of slip a little bit, so my hands are sweating. But all in all, we just had that little bit of a failure to feed. But after that, it seemed to run fine. Again, this is a surplus gun. Do I recommend you carrying surplus guns? I mean, you can if you want, all right? you can if you want. Me, I'd probably stick to some newer age stuff, just in case. Just in case you have that little hiccup like I had. Again, newer guns could do that, but they're a little bit more more fine-tuned to the ammunition nowadays and things like that. But you could probably, if you find one in better shape than this one, you might be good as gold for that. Do I recommend carrying it? I mean, if that's the only thing that you can afford, it's better than a sharp stick at that point. But shooting it, it's manageable recoil. It's in 9mm. Again, this one only came with one mag, but if you have the Egyptian one, the Helwa or whatever that one's called, those mags I believe are compatible with this firearm, so you can interchange them. So that's pretty cool. Again, I've looked around a couple of places. They were sold out of magazines, so I'm just stuck with the one right now. But no less, it's a Beretta. I would call it like the poor man's Beretta. But it's got its quirky features. I mean, it's just a real weird gun, to tell you the truth. But it shot fine. I hit steel, so that's pretty good. Again, the sights there is just, that's what I'm looking at, folks. That's what I'm looking at. So there's not much to work with. It's an old gun. That's why I say the new guns nowadays, your SIGs and the new Berettas, the sights on them are just so much more superior. And I think that should be maybe the route to go, because you can't change these sights. They're milled into that slide. That way, it gives you the most advantage for a carry gun. Again, if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. I'm not going to shame you. But this gun, it seems to run, and I'm happy I have it. It's going to go in the collection. It's the first Beretta that I've ever owned, and I paid about $319 for it. So it's a pretty good deal. I've seen them floating around on the internet for about $350. So you might have to pay a FFL fee, but that's just the way it goes. But other than that, it works well. Chambered in 9. It is a single stack, so that kind of, you know, if you're a capacity kind of person, that might push you away from this pistol. But other than that, it's a collectible, and I think it's pretty cool. With all that being said, I'd like to thank my old and my new subscribers and just the people that zip through. I greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share your favorite gun content all over the interwebs. If you'd like to help the channel, down below this video will be my Patreon link. It's going through a process now where I'm going to have to start messing around with the tiers, because unfortunately we're not allowed to gather at gun shows. The NRA show was canceled. Gun Rights Policy conference was canceled. So a lot of things we can't gather, and that's where I get a lot of my stuff from to give to my viewers, just for thanks for watching the channel. So unfortunately we can't gather yet. I'm going through a reprocess of structuring the tiers. But if you'd like to join the Patreon, be my guest. Again, if you're going through the coronavirus stuff and you can't afford to do Patreon, don't do it. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, chat on Wednesday nights for rants and raves. Be a part of that conversation. That's almost worth more than that failing dollar. Like always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.